Good evening, London. My name's Hina, and I am coming to you from the Master Sha Center here in London. Now, today for our Facebook Live show, we have an extra special guest, Parvinder Chana, who's a dispensing optician, and she has actually also dabbled in quite a few modalities. She is one of our Tao Healing Hands practitioners, and she has so many stories of successful Tao Healing Hands stories. So, Parvinder, welcome to the show.
Hi, everybody. Thank you for having me, Hina.
Well, I'm so happy that you're here. Now, Parvinder, to begin, can you briefly tell us about your journey, what brought you to the Master Sha Tao Center, and what keeps you coming back?
So, my journey started in January 2018 when I came to the open evening of the Master Sha Centre in London. And I actually came to the centre because my sister invited me. She joined the centre and said to me, "You have a back problem," which I did have. Come and get a blessing. You just might see a change. And I said, "Okay, I'll think about it." So I came along to the open evening, because I have to think about something first, right?
Yeah, you were like, I'll think about it. Like, I'm not going to come.
So just to give you an overview, I'd actually hurt my back in on holiday in 2010, and I basically came back to the UK. I went down the slide, smacked my back against the wall in the swimming pool, tumble turned, and the pain started. Came back to the UK and I went to the doctors and they said, "You need to rest. Don't do anything, just rest it out," which was the worst thing that I could have done. I then went on to the hospital to have a scan done on my back. And eventually they said, "You've got 3 bulging discs at the base of the spine, which would require an operation to fuse them together." And there was no guarantee that the operation would actually work. So in my mind, I said, if I'm going to be out of work between 3 to 6 months, and it's not guaranteed to work, then why would I put myself through that? And more importantly, I had 3 young children that I had to look after. So I really couldn't actually be on my back for that length of time. Now, I actually then went on a journey because I'd heard that, you can have hypnosis and other modalities and massaging, cupping, physiotherapy, osteopathy, all those modalities, all those other alternative therapies that normally help people with physical body aches. I actually went on that journey for the best part of 8 years, and I managed the pain. I used to have the treatment done. The pain used to disappear. A few days later, it would come back again. Then I'd go and have something else done. So during the course of the 8 years, I spent, I think, about £10,000 out of my own pocket. I had to stop socializing during that time, stop working as well, stop playing sport. And my life was basically just limited. I couldn't do what I used to do. And I was really unhappy. But I was alive, and that was okay. And my children were well. So that was the most important thing for me. So fast forward to the Master Sha Centre evening, and the opening of the centre, we received a blessing online. So Master Sha came online and blessed the centre and the participants in it. And I was in the audience, and I thought, okay, I'll just request. They said choose an area for a blessing, and I thought, okay, I'll just ask for my back, and thought nothing of it. It's only when I got up to leave, I said to my sister, "What happened there?" I said, "Because I feel like something shifted in my back." And she said, "Oh, that would be the blessing." And I was like, wow. So we were told that we could actually come to the centre. Back then it was in person every Wednesday. So I thought, you know what, there might be something to this. So I came back the following Wednesday, and Maya was there, and I was picked to be a demo. And I received further blessings, a further blessing from Maya, and a calligraphy blessing. And I kid you not, my pain went down from a 10 to an 8 the first week, and then that evening it was like from an 8 it went down to a 0. I could start bending, twisting, turning, um, and I didn't believe in miracles, but that was my first real miracle. Now my question was always, how do I keep this pain away? Because the masseurs had said to me, "Oh, go home, do the stretches, do this, do that, and it will stay away," but the pain's come back. So I wanted to know how to keep the pain away, and I was told about the Tao Healing Hands program, which I did straight away, which is the best thing I have done, as far as modalities are concerned. I've studied neurolinguistic programming, timeline therapy, hypnosis, but the one that had the biggest change for me, and my relationships with my children, with my friends, with my work, is my Tao Healing Hands program. So yeah, so that's how I actually came to the center.
Well, that sounds like a beautiful story. I mean, back pain for 8 years, went to the doctor, and one simple but powerful blessing just started you on an entirely new road. And now you yourself actually are a healer. I've heard many of your stories about your girlfriends, about how you use your Tao healing hands to help others. And one story I want you to talk about is in relation to the family. The Master Sha Tao Center here in London is having a Healing the Family Relationships or Healing the Family workshop. And it's actually the first one that is going to focus purely on the family. But we do learn, other types of techniques and wisdom and all that throughout the years. So can you tell us the story that you were telling me about how the relationship between you and your youngest sister has improved, and how you
Well,
helped heal
yes,
the relationship with your
and
youngest
grandma.
sister and your grandma?
Yes, absolutely. So this is very recent, actually. So just before Christmas, I've got a sister in Scotland, and she's actually a yogi. She's a pranic healer. She's done lots of other modalities, and because she's been doing this for a while now, um, our grandma passed away nearly 29 years ago now. And over the years, through conversation, my sister says, "Oh, I dream of grandma sometimes." And I said, "Oh, I was really close to her, but she never comes to me. I've never dreamt of her." I said, "You're so lucky." Um, and she said, "No," she said, "I'm really upset with her." And I said, "Sorry." She said, "Oh," she said, "I'm really upset with her." And I said, "Why?" She said, "Because I'm just holding this anger from my childhood." And I said, "Well," I said, "you need to resolve that, because she's probably coming to you because she wants to be forgiven, because she wants to be released from that. So let's do something to heal you." So she said, "Okay." And she actually, at that time, she was actually having pains in her left arm, in her glands under her arm, and just under the diaphragm. It was on the left side of her body, but it wasn't her heart. Um, and so I said, "Look," I said, "let's," and she said something about, "So grandma keeps coming to me, and every time I think of her, I have these pains." So we made the connection. So I said, "Right, let's just do a forgiveness practice with grandma." So we did the forgiveness practice with grandma and sent her lots of love, asked grandma for forgiveness, asked grandma to forgive her for any hurt or harm she may have caused her. And within minutes of finishing the practice, I also offered a Tao Healing Hands blessing as well. Um, we also actually we actually traced a calligraphy from the Greatest Forgiveness book. Okay, we traced one of the calligraphies from the book, because you'll learn about the calligraphy power as well at some point. But we've traced this calligraphy, the Greatest Forgiveness, and as soon as we finished, um, her pain went down from a 10 to about a 3. And she said, "I feel lighter in my heart." and I feel really, really peaceful. And the pain from the diaphragm went down completely, and the underarm released quite a lot as well. Um, so yeah, so that was amazing. And since then, she says she now dreams of grandma, and she's dancing in her dreams. So grandma's really happy, and she's pain free now. And she continues to do the tracing, and that actually resolved the remainder of the pain. So yeah. So consequently, my relationship with my sister, she now says, "Oh, you are such a powerful healer." I said, "Look, we all have the power to heal ourselves." Yeah. I said, "It's actually getting contact, actually being in contact with the power, harnessing the power, and knowing how to do it, because we all have the power to heal ourselves, right?" So consequently, she's a lot happier. Whenever there's anything going on now, she'll ring me up and say, "Oh, can you give me a blessing for this, please?" So consequently, yeah, our relationship is a lot better. So one day soon, she will be coming to the Master Sha Center as well, I'm sure. But yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
that'll be all three sisters.
So that was
Because
recently.
I have three sisters. Yeah. Well, that's amazing. Thank you, Parvinder. Thank you so much for sharing this story that has so many lessons for us. I mean, your story has told us that number one, you can heal relationships of with your family members who have transitioned, who are no longer in the physical form. Your story has told us that once you have the capability or connection to a higher, more positive vibration field, you can transform the negative information in a lower vibration field. Where when your sister before, her dreams were not so happy, and after your blessing, after you helping her transform the information regarding this relationship, transform that information to positive information. Whereas her dreams now are fun, they're happy, where they're dancing. And you've helped not just one, you've helped two souls. You also displayed that her physical pain actually decreased and went away. So I mean, there's just there's so many things that we can learn from this simple story. So thank you so much. And now your relationship with your younger sister has actually gotten better, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. And it's not only my sister. I've actually got a very close friend who, because remember, our family isn't just our immediate family, our blood family. Our family is also the friends that we have as well, because our family are our friends are the family that we have in our lives, right? So,
Mhm.
a very close friend. Very quickly, I'll share very quickly. Another friend of mine stopped talking to me 2 years ago, and it was a misunderstanding. And I thought, I've known her for 28 years now. Why now? So I actually did a forgiveness practice with her um, at a soul level. And basically, 6 weeks later, she turned up on my doorstep and said, "Hi, how you doing?" with a big box of chocolates. So the power of forgiveness is phenomenal. Don't underestimate it. It can change your life
I
in
know,
so
and
many ways.
I love hearing these stories where people will do the forgiveness practice, like you were showing in that book, how people do the forgiveness practice on a soul level. So they don't even like physically talk or call to the person that they're doing forgiveness practice with. It's
No,
on a soul level, and then all of a sudden that same person will get in touch with you, which is which is so amazing. So
it's a
thank
bit
you so
like,
much.
sometimes we think of somebody that we haven't spoken to for months and months or years and years, and then within a few hours or the next day they'll call you. It's a bit like that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, to me, it's just all these practices that Master Sha has made it so simple for us. His wisdom, his techniques, his practices are so simple, yet the results are extraordinary. And these are like little miracles happening all the time. So thank you so much, Parvinder. Thank you for spending your time with us today. Thank you for sharing your heart, your stories, all your lessons that we can learn from. And I hope to see you very, very soon. Thank you.
It's a
So, everybody, if you heard Parvinder's story, you heard all the amazing benefits using Master Sha's wisdom, techniques, and practices can bring to your life. The Master Sha Dao Center is having a Healing the Family workshop on February 19th and 20th. The link is there. Please click it. Please join us to learn these wisdom and techniques that are so simple, yet the benefits, the results are amazingly powerful when we utilize the Tao calligraphy healing field, which is a very high positive information field where you can transform the negative information of challenges, difficulties, obstacles in your life into positive information, which translate into beautiful, healthy relationships. Parvinder is also a Tao Healing Hands practitioner. If you would like to know more about this program, there is an introduction to Tao Healing Hands tomorrow night. The link will be up in the chat as well. So I thank you all very much for giving us your 15 minutes today. Please find out more, click the links. You can find out more on our website, and please share this video if you know anyone who is experiencing strange relationships, or if you know someone else who wants to make their family relationships even stronger, more beautiful, more loving. Please share this video. The Master Sha Dao Center here in London would love to serve you. So thank you so much, and I hope to see you very soon. Goodbye.